Hey guys, how's everybody doing today? Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good Tuesday. Normally I don't come on Tuesdays because I have a lot of BNI stuff going on. And I teach my class on Tuesday nights. But I'm here today and I'm really excited about talking about hashtags because of the things I get questions about. I get questions about how to create content, what hashtags I should use, and how to take better pictures. And hashtags is really a hard one for me to answer. And it's because hashtags are really unique to each audience that you serve. Let me go back a little bit. Let's talk about why we use hashtags. So, hashtags, you remember when you used to go into the library and to find something in the library, you would be directed, before computers were there, you'd be directed to this big square thing with drawers in it. And in every one of those drawers, there was a whole bunch of cards. And that's how you found your content in the library. Hashtags are the card catalogs of social media. They organize the content so that you can find it. Now, you may not want to find some of the content that's out there. It may not be in your niche. It may not be something you want to see. It may not be, what you need. But hashtags are the categories on social media, so that's how you find your content. It makes it a lot easier. It's actually a genius way to find things. The thing is, people don't always use the right hashtags because what hashtags you should use is really directed at who your customer is. So who's your ideal customer? Have you defined that ideal customer? And then you have to think about what they're searching on social media for. So if I am a social media manager, and I use this example a lot because to me it's a very clean and obvious example. If I want to reach people that want help with their content or want help getting past social media overwhelm or want to be able to use a hashtag strategy, I'm going to target what their problems are for the hashtags. I'm going to target, content creation. How do I create content? Content for social media, that sort of thing. I'm going to provide tips and tricks that work, and then I'll provide those, hashtags that relate to those tips and tricks. One thing that I see social media managers do a lot is they will tag the hashtag SMM. Hashtag SMM means social media manager, which is great, except nobody freaking knows what SMM is as a hashtag, unless you're a social media manager. So nobody that you're going to get off of that hashtag is going to be the person that you're looking for. There are going to be other social media managers that do what you do, and they don't need social media managers to run their social media accounts. So you really have to think about your audience. What are their problems? What are you answering in this post? And what would the hashtags be that they're searching for? Also, whenever possible, get in on those popular hashtags, those hashtags that are happening for a second because something's going on. Whenever possible, get in on those, but make sure you're getting in an appropriate place. Don't just hashtag it when your post has nothing to do with it. Because Instagram is it's very good at what it does, and Instagram knows if Khloe Kardashian isn't in the photo, you're not getting credit and you're not being put in that Khloe Kardashian bucket. So where do you use hashtags? When do you use them? How many do you use? And the fun thing here is, well, let's go through the obvious. On Twitter, you use hashtags. On Instagram, you use hashtags. Now, are the hashtags the same? They may not be. You need to research them. You need to make sure that hashtags aren't banned on Instagram. Instagram bans hashtags that are, spammy or other things. They ban hashtags. So a hashtag on Twitter might not be the same as on Instagram. So you should customize your posts for the hashtags that work. You should customize your posts for whether there should be hashtags on that post. On Facebook, don't use hashtags. Nobody's using hashtags on Facebook anymore. The one occasion where it's used is in groups, and that's only if the group is using them. But past that, don't use hashtags on Facebook. Nobody's using them. And if you put a whole list of them at the end of your post, you know what's going to happen? A lot of them are not going to go anywhere. And it's going to make you look like you don't care about your Facebook post because you just left things there that don't belong. So take away the hashtags when you're posting from Instagram to Facebook. Take away the hashtags. If anything you do, take away the hashtags and make sure the @tags work. If there's any changes that you make, you can make it. Ideally, you're going to change it so it hits your target audience on each platform. But if the only thing you do is take away the hashtags and make sure the @tags work, that is fantastic. But you do have to be respectful of the platform that you're on. Anyway, a couple other tips and tricks for hashtags. We're going to go a little bit deeper on how to find the right hashtags and how many to use and stuff like that probably tomorrow. But some quick tips on it. Avoid spammy hashtags. Do your research and then test, track, test again, change it up. And finally, if you have a hashtag list and you have 20 hashtags on it, don't use the same 20 hashtags for every post. Each post is different. You may not want to use 20 hashtags for each post. It may look spammy on some posts, especially if your post is really short. Use hashtags that are appropriate for each picture. You can have a base of like 5 that you use on everything, but Instagram, if it sees you doing the same ones, you're not going to get the reach that you want. So that's what I have. If you guys have any questions or anything, please feel free to put it in the comments. I will answer that later. Just make sure you do hashtag replay, and any questions I will come back to. And if that's it, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I hope everybody has a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.